Hello guys, welcome to another video in the series of coding. Today we have with us a problem that's called maximum ice cream bars. So there's a boy who wants to buy ice cream bars, and let's start with the example. So suppose this is the amount of money that he has, which is 7 rupees, but these are what the ice cream bars are costing. So the ice cream bars are costing 1 rupees, 3 rupees, 2 rupees, 4 rupees and 1 rupees. What is the maximum number of ice cream bars that he can buy? So since we want to find the maximum ice cream bar that he can find, so let's try to buy lot of ice cream bars that are costing less. Okay, least cost ice cream bars, so that is going to be the logic. And how do you get least costing ice cream bars? So let me write it properly. If you minimize the try to minimize the cost, you can buy more number of ice cream bars. So let's just sort this. So we are going to sort this, and if I sort it, one will come first, then we will have another one, then you will have two, then you will have three, then you will have four. So now if you start iterating initially, so let me start summing up all these values. So you can see that, let me declare a variable which is called sum, and initially sum is 1. Okay, and let me keep a note of count. So initially I am having a sum of 1, and the count is also 1. Next, when I'm buying, so I can buy this ice cream because the amount that I have is 7, and the ice cream bar is costing 1 rupees only. So I can definitely buy this ice cream because I have more money. I have 7 rupees, and I have more money than the cost of the ice cream bar, right? So let's go to the next time. Sum is 1 plus 1 2. So I have already spent 1 rupees. If I have to buy this, I have to spend 1 more rupee. I will have to spend total 2 rupees, and the count has become 2. Count is just increasing the variable by 1 each time. So we are just counting the number of ice cream bars. So till now we have bought 2 ice cream bars. Let's see if we can buy the next ice cream bar. So next ice cream bar is having a price of 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Right? Till now the sum was 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. So now sum is 4. If you want to buy all these 3 ice cream bars, you need to spend 4 rupees. But the amount that you are having is 7 rupees. So you have more amount than the sum. So you can buy this also. So we'll increment count. Let's go to the next ice cream bar. So to buy the next ice cream bar, you need to spend 3 rupees. You already have bought 3 ice cream bars and you have spent 4 rupees. 4 plus 3 is 7, and the count is become equal to 4. Now we can see that we just have 7 rupees and we have spent all the amount. So now we cannot buy any more ice cream bars. So we will return this particular count. So we will return the answer, which is 4. We could buy all these 4 ice cream bars which are costing 1, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's quickly just take another example. So let me erase all this, and let's just take another example to try to understand this before going to the actual code. So let's say I don't have this one, and let's say everything else remains the same. So my sum is still 7. The amount that I have is still 7, and these are the costs. Okay, so let's just take an example quickly. So initially the sum variable is 1. I can buy this ice cream bar because I have 7 rupees, and the ice cream bar cost 1 rupees. And my count, let me declare count variable with black color. Count is 1. Let's go to next time the ice cream bar cost 3. I have already bought 1 bar of 1 rupees. 1 plus 3 is 4. So sum is 4. Count has become equal to 2. 4 is less than 7. So I can continue. I have more money still. I can buy more ice creams. 4 plus 2 is 6. And count has become equal to 3. Now this time, if you try to go ahead, because till now you have not crossed the sum, right? So you don't know what lies ahead. So you don't know, you have not crossed the amount of money that you have. Let's say this is the amount that you have, because 6 is still less than 7. Your sum is less than amount, so you will add the next value also. So 6 plus 4 is 10, and count has become equal to 4. But you see, 10 is exceeding 7, right? So 10 is greater than 7. If 10 is greater than 7, that means you cannot buy this ice cream bar. This cannot be bought because it will exceed the amount that you have. You just have 7 rupees. You cannot buy all the 4 ice creams. So you need to just buy these 3 ice creams. So in that case, you will have to return count minus 1. That will be the answer. So let's just write the code. So we have two variables to declare. Initially sum is 0, count is also 0, and we are just going to finally return count, right? So let's start the iterations. For int I is equal to 0, I less than cost dot size I plus plus. Each time we will just add the ice cream bar. But before doing this, the very important thing that we have to do is we have to sort, because if we have less cost ice cream bars, we can buy more of them. So sort cost dot begin, and we can go till cost dot end. So we are sorting the entire thing in ascending order. And now we can just add. So sum plus is going to be equal to cost of I, and each time we can increment count. Now we had seen there were two conditions. In the first example, we saw that our sum was just equal to coins. Coins is the amount that we have, that is what we have, and sum is the total sum of the ice cream bars that we have bought. So if this is true, then we can just return count. Okay, if sum is anytime becoming greater than coins, then we need to return count minus 1, we saw in the second example. So that's it, and let me run and see if it is working. So it is fine, and let me just submit and see if it is fine. So it's accepted solution. Thank you for being patient and listening.